All right. What is up, guys? Episode number one, the Sports Spectator podcast. We're coming to you live and in person. My name is Juan with my boy John, and we're talking today Miami Dolphins, Miami Heat, Inter Miami, Miami Marlins, everything South Florida. We're giving it to you all. A lot of topics for today. We're super psyched. Episode one. We're just having the hottest season in sports in South Florida with pretty much everything across the board. John, how you feeling, baby?
I'm feeling good. I'm a Miami transplant. This was a very powerful weekend for me as a Cowboys fan. Really had the black and white yin and yang of experiences as a sports fan. Had the disappointing loss to the Cardinals and such a big win with the Dolphins. So I'm fully in on the Dolphins now. Episode one.
Dude, life is nice that ways, man. We're obviously not a Dallas Cowboys podcast here, but for all of our new listeners, John also loves the Cowboys as well, and we did adopt him into the Dolphins family, and he's a legendary member now. But I'm sure must have been a little bit bittersweet this weekend. Yeah, man, losing to the Cardinals, but thank God we had that amazing historic match yesterday with the Dolphins, which is what we're going to start off with on today's episode. Holy shit, dude. Where do we even begin, man? There's just so many narratives, so many crazy stat lines from yesterday's game. 70-20. That's insane, man. That's
It's
that's
crazy
a
to say.
basketball score, a very lopsided basketball score.
I
It's
know where to
like,
start. I know where to start. You have to tell the people that you were at that game.
oh, dude, absolutely. We were there in person. Hopefully, you saw me rocking the shirt. Talked to a couple people, and the energy was just high across the board, man. Just the second you stepped on the lot, bro, you can tell it's different this season. Absolutely. What do you think, John? Like, how do you feel it? I guess you said it yourself, Miami transplant. Like, how are you feeling it this season as compared to other ones?
Yeah, so I'm also a Cowboys. Sorry, I'm also an Alabama fan. So I'm team two and on. And so I think this season for him was going to be a breakout season, but I didn't expect it in this capacity. I built my entire fantasy team around the Miami Dolphins. I got Raheem Mostert, Tua. I had Braxton Berrios. I had someone else on there, but I'm all in. It's a legit team, and it's the same thing that everyone's saying. Like, as long as Tua stays healthy, the sky's the limit. And Mike McDaniel said it too. He's like, I'm not going to put a cap on our possibilities, but it's like, yeah, it's everything's clicking. And but yeah, as I can say, like, as a Dallas fan, just gotta pray that there's not that one moment of like, but yeah, I'm feeling good.
Dude, I feel you, man. And that's the thing we keep hearing. Just you go on Twitter, you go on Instagram, anyone talking about the Dolphins, the one asterisk they always put, it's like Tua's got to stay healthy. And it's scary to think about that. It's almost like our entire season rides on him. But at the same time, it's nice because you feel like we made the right pick. I'm trying to think. We picked them up. I know it was COVID. It was the year 2020, the draft that season. Everyone said we should have picked Herbert. And now we're seeing it. The Chargers literally had to struggle to get the first win of the season. And we're rolling 3-0, baby. 70-20. I mean, holy shit, dude. I don't know when you decided to become a loyal Dolphins fan, John, but bro, we've been through some pain, man. We've been through it, bro. Like any Dolphin fan out there, we've had to put up with Adam Gase, Brian Flores. I decided to become a Dolphins fan when Adam Gase was still the head coach. But even talking to other fans that have been around, it's just been pain after pain after pain. So, dude, hopefully you can sense my excitement, bro. But this season's the tits, man. We just look hot as hell out there. Witnessing history. It's crazy, bro.
Facts. And I can say, I know there has been pain. There's also been pain for me, but I don't know. I think the hype's pain. I don't know what's worse, hype pain or like disappointing pain. I think disappointing pain. So I think you guys have probably had it worse. But yeah, things are turning around. I don't know how many Denver fans do you see at the stadium? Is it like all Miami? How is it on the tailgate? How is it after the game? Would everyone stay the whole game? Like, what were the other vibes from the stadium?
Bro, they Denver fans travel well.
Yeah.
I'll give Colorado, and bro, shout out to Colorado, man. You guys had a tough weekend in sports, man. University of Colorado, the Buffs just taking a crazy L.
Yeah.
Obviously, Dolphins gave them a fucking L as well, man. Like, I'm sorry for the state of Colorado, but I mean, it is what it is, dude. Football is a business at the end of the day, and like we crush whoever it is. But no, it was high energy across the board, man. I mean, Denver, they obviously they got Sean Payton, newest head coach. They're still hype on Russell Wilson. And everyone was like telling them that they were going to upset us. Like, oh, this is going to be Russell Wilson's first biz game. And dude, Denver fans are shit talkers, bro. And they came at us. Obviously, the friendly banter, that's the reason we love tailgating.
Yeah.
But dude, it was high energy, bro. And dude, I remember I was going up to the stadium, 300 section,
300.
trying to work my way down into the better sections as things get a little bit better. But bro, just going up, and I literally go to use the restroom, and holy shit, within like 4 minutes of the game starting, and there was already a huge play by Tyreek Hill, man. And it was just like, it was electric, bro. And I think that was the most packed I've seen the Hard Rock Stadium. Probably the most packed I ever saw it besides yesterday's game was when I went to the Bad Bunny concert a couple months back when he did a show there. Holy shit, I could not have been more proud to have been a Dolphins fan. But yeah, dude.
That was crazy. I remember I was checking the scoreline on my phone, and I think I made like a story post where like, oh my God, are we going to hang up 50 or we're going to hang up 60? And it's like, no, we're going to hang up 70. Mr. Unlimited.
Dude, freaking, I heard, like people say like the 50 burger, that's a thing. I don't know if like social media has like other tiers for some of the higher scores. Maybe like 60 is, I don't know, like a 60 steak. I don't know. 70 can be like a 70 surf and turf, whatever you want to call it. But we gave them to them, baby. And we were 3 points shy of supposedly breaking the most points scored ever by like an NFL team. But Mike McDaniel, super classy guy. We love him. Miami Mike. He's our boy. Decided to show them mercy and did not kick a field goal at the end. Otherwise, we would have broken that record. But yeah, bro, just historic all around. 70 points, most by any Miami Dolphins team ever. So I can say I witnessed history, man. Like, that's it, bro. I was there. I'm going to tell my kids.
You were there.
I was there, bro. I'm going to be telling my kids, it's just like, yeah, dude, when Tua's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame and people are referencing that game, I'm going to be there however long that takes. And I'm going to say, I was there.
You were there.
We did it, boys.
Facts.
We did it.
Yeah. I love Mike McDaniel. Like he's a G. Like I remember he did an interview, I think yesterday or his immediate post game where he was like, I had no interest in like the humiliating factor. Like I wasn't going to kick a field goal just to kick a field goal to do it. He's like, it just didn't work out in the game. It didn't play out that way. And so be it. Like he's a stud. He's a genius. He's super laid back. He's casual. He's a bro. And he's respectful, empathetic. Like he's such an awesome coach. And yeah, we're really lucky to have him in Miami. He's like literally is. And especially, and I hope that he wants to be with us for the long term as well, because like you can see the value he brings in the short time period. I mean, like going through the adversity from like last season and carrying over the momentum that he did show last season. He's a stud. And when we have him on this podcast, he's going to be the real stud.
You heard it here first, boys.
Yeah.
Dude, he's a player's coach, man. And you can just tell that, like, I just remember the thing that I saw the most, it got to a point where, I mean, we were just pouring it on them so much. And I think more than anything, and I mean, you play sports, Sean, you're obviously like the next biggest thing in soccer to come out of Miami. So like, that at the end of the day, the biggest thing when it comes to sports is like, you got to have fun with it, bro. Like,
facts.
You can have the most talented squad, but it's like, it's that chemistry where guys feel where all of those matches, like you're having fun. And I just remember looking at the sidelines, man, and all the players, like you could tell that like they care about Tua. They genuinely get along with McDaniel, man. Like he is a player's coach through and through. And like you can tell like he loves the team. He obviously wants to win. That's his job at the end of the day. That's why we brought him. But you can tell at the end of the day, man, like the team loves him. Like I would love to bro it out with the guy. Like, I
Yeah.
went out to Patio after yesterday's game. This podcast is not sponsored by Patio. We're just big fans of it, honestly. But Patio, feel free to sponsor us. Um, dude, I would totally go out and like have a drink with the guy, man, and like you can just tell that he would just fucking get after it.
Yeah.
Like I would run
Respectfully.
wall, respectfully.
Yeah.
Like I think he's married, whatever, but like you can just tell he would like tear it up. But
Yeah.
respectfully.
And yeah, like to the mentality part, it's true. Like I just got injured in my soccer league game last night, and I was reflecting on it. I was like just kind of in like a weird place. I was a little bit under the weather, and I was like already like before I even got to the field, I was like I don't know if I'm going to do too good tonight. And then of course was not playing well, and then of course got injured. And it's like sports, especially at like that top level, it's just like everyone's an athlete. They're literally everyone's like built professional athlete. They're in the NFL, like the most intense athletes on the planet. So the only way that like wins is of course strategy and preparation, but it's like it's all mental. And you heard it from one of the Denver players that's been there for like several years. They asked him like how do you feel? Well, obviously he doesn't feel good, but he's like, I've been here for so long. He's just like, I'm tired of losing. Like when you get that mentality, it's just like a disease as an athlete, especially as like a high performance athlete like that. And so yeah, I mean, Mike McDaniel has this new era coaching playbook down. Like he's writing this new era playbook for all these other coaches to follow up with, because you hear in every interview where he's connecting with players. He was telling in the interview today, he's like, I want my players to celebrate how hard it is to score, and I want them to enjoy that moment. And he's like, I'm part of these choreographic dance moves to like sign off that it's up to a standard. And it's like, yeah, he is this new evolution of coach. And yeah, Miami Dolphins are blessed to have him for sure.
Dude, absolutely. I mean, I think you kind of alluded to that, just hitting the nail on the head. I mean, he's just providing a blueprint of how a lot of these head coaches need to be. And I mean, the books are saying he's now the favorite for coach of the year. I mean, is that free money at this point, baby?
Is that honestly, yeah. Like who? I mean, the only other person that could compete with it is someone that is going to have to finish their season strong with like a lesser chance, right? Like, I mean, like Dan Campbell at the Lions, or I don't know who else could pick it up.
Hey, listen, Arizona head coach, after the pounding they gave your Cowboys yesterday as well.
Yo,
he might also be up there, dude.
He's got the cringiest clips coming out of his camp. Yo, have you heard any of those?
Oh yeah, dude.
They're weird. They're so weird. Like if I was a Cardinals fan, I need to check in on Cardinals Twitter and just see like what goes on over there, because they're probably like, what is going on? We just beat the Cowboys. Like it's got to be a strange place.
Dude, it's. I mean, you got Josh Dobbs as like your QB1, like number one quarterback. Dude, I remember when he was at Tennessee, when I was attending Florida. He was not good. So it's got to be weird, man, because it's like you're losing to these sorry teams, and I feel like we're deviating from like the Miami topics. But again, we love football, we love sports. Yeah, dude, being in Arizona is got to be weird. But again, back to McDaniel. Favorite to win coach of the year. And I mean, if we continue with the momentum, which it's only going to get better, man. Like to anyone listening, John, like just so you're aware, again, we put up these crazy numbers on all sides of the ball, offense, defense, special teams. Bro, we didn't even have Waddle out there. We still don't have Jalen Ramsey out there.
That is crazy.
Dude, like how wild is that? Like you know the meme, the Frieza meme? Or maybe it's holy shit, I haven't thought about Dragon Ball Z in so long, but it's like, oh, this isn't even my final form.
Yeah.
It's the Dolphins right now.
Literally, yeah.
Like, we're not even in the final form.
I keep forgetting Jalen Ramsey's there. I'm not gonna lie, like I did not like him, but of course he's like one of those players that when you have him, and especially if he's playing good, like I mean, he's a stud. He's a stud.
Dude, we're McDaniel, Stephen Ross, Chris Greer, all of the Miami front office, they know we're in win now mode, baby.
Yeah.
And it's just like this new era of NFL, like it's not about picking up the players and developing. It's about getting the players that are good now and just going on that win now type of situation. It's like what the Rams did. They went.
Literally carbon copy.
Literally.
That's young coach, but coach that shows like enough potential to like really do something with it. Yeah. So book it in. When you were started explaining this, I was like, I'm ready to put together a Miami Dolphins championship parlay. How like literally something like Mike McDaniels, Coach of the Year, Tua, passing yards leader, MVP, maybe Super Bowl, just just everything. That'd be the craziest parlay to win it as a sports fan. Just like a championship across the board. I mean, we were talking about this before the season started. I mean, my entire fantasy team. I was talking about we have the hashtag Team 205K. Remember, we started that Team 205K.
We
He's
did.
well on the way to 5,000 passing yards. Yeah. So I'm gonna put that together. We're gonna see what it comes down to. $100 to win probably like $1 million or something like that.
Bro, easy money, infinite money glitch right there, bro.
Infinite money glitch.
Yeah, dude, just take out go to the bank, take out a loan, whatever, highest interest, doesn't matter because you're going to be able to pay it back. Boom, instantly, free money, baby. Again, if you, all bets are risky though. Again, if you take that bet and it doesn't hit, don't come back to us. But we are saying it is going to be, it's probably the move.
Yeah, but not financial advice.
Yeah, not financial advice. This is not we're not picking stocks here. Oh yeah, I think still disclaimer, not financial advice. Oh, bro, you want to hear some crazy stats though that came out of this way that perusing X-Files, Twitter, as it's called now.
Nice, X-Files. That's a good replacement for Twitter.
Yeah, I was seeing some X videos on there today. Dude, some crazy stats that people were breaking down. One in particular that I'm looking at that really stood out to me. Bro, apparently the Dolphins were averaging a first down per play.
That's crazy. It's not surprising, but that's crazy.
Like, dude, when you think about it, like maybe two people that are like new to the NFL or like don't get football, maybe that's just like, okay, cool. Like, so you're essentially getting 10 yards of play. Like, what's so impressive? But like, I feel like for us and for people that have been watching football for a long time, it's just like, yo, it is hard to be that good in the NFL, man. You are playing against the top tier athletes. Like, it sounds so much easier in person to say like, oh yeah, just moving the ball 10 yards consistently. That's way easier in paper. So the fact that against a professional football team led by, I'm going to say it, a future Hall of Fame quarterback, Russell Wilson, and led by a Super Bowl winning coach, Sean Payton, and we were moving the ball consistently 10 yards for a fucking play. Dude, just like give Tua the MVP right now. Again, free money, as we were saying.
Free money. Facts.
Dude, and it's just, I feel like I'm in a dream. Like I gotta just read something. Again, also through Twitter. And this is like I had to stop and pinch myself, man, because I'm like, bro, what is going on? This is so surreal. I caught a little snippet of like some Titans fans, and they said kind of like we said earlier, and I quote, "They didn't even have Waddle today. We're gonna get murdered." And someone responded, "As long as we don't get beat by 50 plus, I'll be satisfied." And again, to me as a Dolphins fan, I'm like, I've never felt this. I feel like I've always go on Twitter and like Dolphins are like the laughing stock of the NFL. I still remember so clearly right before we drafted Tua and we were in the Tank for Tua campaign. Dude, we just fucking sucked. And like everyone on Twitter said we sucked. Like people played the Dolphins and they're like, oh, instant W. It's like as an Alabama fan, like when you play the MAC teams or like D2 schools that are paying Bama to play them, like you see those teams and you're like, all right, instant W. People saw the Dolphins and that's how it was. So now the script being flipped, and now the people being afraid to play Miami because they think we're going to put up a 50 burger on them each time and hoping that we don't put up any more. I'm just there like, bro, this is fucking surreal. Like, is this what it felt like to be on the 73-9 Warriors team? That like you were just a team that everyone feared? And it's weird, man. And I'm almost like cautiously hesitant because I've been hurt by teams in the past, like, baby, don't hurt me again. I start buying into the hype, and I feel like the second that happens, an injury or something occurs. So I'm just trying to stay humble, but it's a weird feeling. It's a happy feeling, but it's also a strange feeling. So yeah. Man.
First, you gotta enjoy it. I mean, you have to kind of expect that you're gonna get disappointed at some point, just so it's not as painful. But otherwise, just embrace it. It's like, yeah,
dude, it's I know, man. It's crazy, bro. Like
When you were saying all that, I was thinking back to like the Colorado team, and they played Oregon, like 2-0 or 3-0 with like these big wins. Then they just come and just get absolutely
absolutely demolished.
stomped. So I don't think that's the same scenario because it's like just such a contrasting difference of like recruits on those schools. But
Yeah.
we'll see. What
Yeah,
other
dude.
stats you got for the Dolphins
Oh,
stuff?
dude, I got plenty to give you. Dude, in the span of three games, the Dolphins have put up a combined 130 points. So
That's
this has
crazy.
been against the Chargers, against the Patriots, and obviously now against the Broncos. The Broncos, obviously, they were a little suspect coming into this match. People still had them as like potentially kind of upsetting us, but they were suspicious. But dude, the Patriots are legit. Like they were a good team. We beat them. We put up
Yeah.
good numbers against them. The Chargers, also a good team. I mean, they have an
That game was
incredible secondary.
crazy.
Dude, oh my God, I was on the edge of my seat. Like, I didn't even need the entire chair because I just needed the fucking net. Straight up. Dude, 130 points. And again, I come back to the fact that, we both play sports, John. So, like, we appreciated, like, putting up video game numbers in real life.
That is literally video game numbers, yeah.
Yeah, that's video game numbers, bro. Like, you do that shit in Madden.
That's like
Right.
Madden on like amateur mode.
Yeah, on rookie mode. Yeah, exactly, bro. It's insane. And, like, Miami's doing this against, can't emphasize enough, professional sports teams. Here's another fun fact for you. Pat Surtain, cornerback? Yeah, dude. So I think he actually came out of Bama.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah, dude. Pat Surtain, I mean, shout out to the guy PS2. I'm not going to take away from him. Incredible cornerback. It was a great pick when they got him, obviously. But, dude, so I forgot the exact number, but I mean, the guy obviously, anytime he plays one-on-one, he's always a good coverage, but he allowed the most yards. So Tyreek put up 157 yards against him. And I remember before the game, all of Twitter, like Broncos Twitter, they were all talking about like, oh, Patrick Tame's going to shut down Tyreek. Oh, no Waddle. Maybe no Braxton Berrios. Like, oh, dude, yeah, Patrick Tame's going to shout Tyreek. 157 yards he put up on him.
Bro, and he had the deep ball against Chosen when Mike White threw it against Pat Surtain.
Bro, can you imagine that? No disrespect to Robbie Chosen, as my understanding, that's what he goes by now. But yeah, dude, he's definitely one of the older wide receivers. So to get cooked by pretty much all of our wide receivers, it's like, dude, it's embarrassing. And you're
and
supposed
backup QB.
Yeah, dude, with a backup QB, dude, that's
Brutal.
embarrassing for the guy. And it just goes to show that like Mike McDaniel, like he's out here playing like 7-dimensional chess.
Literally.
Dude, and these other coaches, like they can't even find all the pieces to the checkers board.
Yeah,
it's insane.
Especially Sean Payton. He was just like in the old days, like he was at like, I don't know, like D-Day, like with the machine gun fire going past him, like just like what is going on?
Yeah, dude. Bro, the guy hasn't. I don't think they've won a game yet.
No.
And exactly, dude. Like you have Sean Payton, legendary head coach, obviously won a Super Bowl with the Saints. You have Russell Wilson, obviously won a Super Bowl with the Seahawks.
Mr. Unlimited.
Yeah, Mr. Unlimited, baby. Oh, dude. Actually, now that you mentioned that, when we were out on Saturday watching the FSU game, dude, I remember going into the bathroom at one point, and there was actually a couple like Denver fans in the bar. I don't know if you noticed. Dude, and I'm just there like I'm talking mad shit. Obviously, like I've had a couple tequilas, and some Denver people come in there, and we're just like, dude, it's gonna be a bad day for you. This guy's like talking shit. He's just like, oh, dude, Russell Wilson's gonna light it up. Blah 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 blah. Dude, and collectively, everyone in the bathroom was like, what? You talking about Broncos country? Let's ride Russell Wilson.
Ride.
Like this guy's not gonna do shit, bro.
Broncos country.
Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Yeah, dude. If anyone can visualize a meme, like the ride there would be like the submarine that sank a while ago. That's the ride that the state of Colorado is taking, baby. Like
that would be a solid meme. That'd be a solid meme.
Dude, but no, it's fuck, bro. There's just I tried documenting all the crazy little like knowledge bites, little stats that people were putting out there. But bro, I think for me, more than anything else, the O line looked good. And anyone who's heard us talk about like hyping up the preseason and all of that before the season started, our biggest concern was the offensive line. Got to protect Tua. So they looked incredible yesterday. I mean, combined, Mostert and Devon A-Chain, the rookie, which we drafted out of Texas A&M, they totaled 8 touchdowns, bro. Like, how are you taking Raheem Mostert first and foremost, who I believe is 31 years old? If I'm not mistaken, please don't quote me on that. And this guy's playing like a generational RB1. Like,
Yeah, he is.
And the O-line is a big reason for that.
For sure. Yep.
Dude, Teron Armstead, another fun fact. Dude, 26 snaps, apparently, that he played. 0 pressures allowed.
Wow.
How insane is that?
Beast. And there's a lot of like, I don't want to say shaming, but I don't have a better word. Just like disappointment, I guess, in the O-line in the preseason. But the season, it just every year, and every football fan knows, like, you can just like watch preseason and you probably be better off like betting the opposite thing will happen on every level of it. And you'd be probably right because it's just like always wrong. But we all look into it like so heavily. And yeah, I mean, this Dolphins start of the season is the perfect example of don't do that.
Don't fucking do that, bro. You know, that is financial advice.
That is financial advice.
Like, you can take that to the bank, baby.
Fade the preseason reality.
Dude, every single time. Like, when I saw that we were kind of like sucking in the preseason, I'm like, we're going to be good in the regular season.
Nice.
I don't know. Yeah, dude, it's like death, taxes, and you suck in the preseason, inevitably you'll be a contender in the regular season. It's just how it is. But dude, yeah, when I saw we were kind of doing shitty, I'm like, Mike McDaniel, like we're cooking something. I don't know what we're cooking, but something's getting cooked.
Something's getting cooked.
Yeah, dude. So it was, dude, just everything was like flawless, bro. Like, dude, the O-line, the defense, the running game. Oh, bro, I was there where we were sitting in the section. We had a clear bird's eye view. Again, section 300. Please don't judge me. The shovel pass that Tua had. And again, as a reminder to the listeners, he is left-handed. He shovel passed it with his right hand. Again, to Devon A-Chain, that was one of his, I think he had 4 or 5 total touchdowns. Dude, I saw it. Dude, I was going insane, bro. Like, I was high-fiving people. Dude, I was hugging people in the crowd. Dude, and I'm just like, Joe, we made it, bro. Like you would have thought that we were like in a war and like a peace treaty just got signed, the way we were just like.
Yeah, we need that. This country needs that. This country needs the Miami Dolphins.
Dude, they'll unite it, man. Like, you can be left wing, right wing, center. Like, Tua and Mike McDaniel like are bringing this country together. Like, they're making America great again.
Facts. Maybe we should make merchandise with Tua and Mike McDaniel on it. Yo.
Oh, dude. We don't have a strong enough legal team. Like, can we do? Fuck it. Like, we'll do it.
We'll tell Mike McDaniel, hey, we're going to make this. I think you're gonna like it a lot.
That's probably cool enough. Like, if he got winded, that he's like, that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, dude. So your team 300. We're talking about going to the Cowboys Dolphins game Christmas Eve. So 300 is where it's at. It's a good seat.
It's a good seat because it's shaded. A lot of rookies that come to Hard Rock don't do their due diligence, and for these 1 p.m. games, like, it gets them every time. There's really cheap seats in like the 100th section, but dude, it's on the away side, and you just get all the sun. So a lot of rookies make that mistake. So yeah, section 300 is solid, like, it's decent. Obviously, if we can find something better, that's fine, but you just got to stay away from the sun. I mean, like, that sun ain't no joke.
I think it's crazy. Yeah.
It goes bananas. And a lot of Denver fans, you know, the advantage we have at the stadium, like, they have the altitude. We have the sun.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. So, no, Cowboys games also, I mean, what are your thoughts on that? I feel like
Bro, I don't know anymore. Now my whole mindset's like effed up completely. I didn't even watch that. I have no idea what happened in that game, and honestly, I don't really even. I haven't even thought about pulling up the highlights. I just saw the score line, and I'm just like, well, that's not as surprising as it seems. So, dude, I don't know, bro. Like, it's. I hope the Dolphins smoke them. I mean, like, the Dolphins have a much more optimistic season than the Cowboys do right now. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Dude, you're in a
Trayvon
beautiful...
Diggs being out is pretty crazy.
Oh,
That hurts.
bro, I forgot it, dude. And in fucking practice, of
Yeah,
all
so
things,
that's pretty crazy.
dude.
You got Stephon Gilmore, but like he's not 25 anymore.
Yeah, he's not defensive player of the year, Stephon Gilmore. Like, I mean, he's still good. Like, an older Stephon Gilmore is still better than like most DBs in the league, I'd say.
Yeah, he's so much better with Trayvon Diggs next to him, though.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, bro, it's tough. I've been going back and forth about like what I'm gonna do, like what I'm gonna wear. I'm thinking I was gonna wear my Cowboys jersey, but bring my Tua jersey. But now I don't. Now I don't know. It's a tough moment in Dallas.
Dude,
Cowboys.
it's a win-win for you because I mean, regardless of who wins, like you're coming out on top. Like,
yeah, true.
Like you can't lose if like you're rooting for everyone, right?
That's true. That's fact. That's fact. That's fact.
That do be facts.
I want everyone to make the playoffs, though. I want everyone to get the top seed. We'll see.
I mean, dude, the NFC sucks right now, bro. So, like, that could, I mean, we could genuinely see if Trayvon Diggs comes back and they figure out whatever, like Mike McCarthy figures out whatever it is that happened on Sunday, they could very well be like champions of the NFC. Obviously, Dolphins, I would say they're the best team in the AFC. Put us in the conference championship against the Chiefs. I'm taking Fins all day, obviously.
AFC is crazy. It's wild.
So many stacked teams.
Dude, next weekend's gonna be a crazy game with the Bills. Like that's gonna be big. But yo, I'm fading Josh Allen. I think I don't know. He's not.
Decline. He's on the decline, bro.
Yeah.
Like I don't. Dude. First of all, like I don't understand how that guy's not injured yet. Like if you see some of the plays that he does, he's like jumping around. But I mean, I think the guy's like what 265. All right, maybe not that heavy, but I think he's like 245.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, dude. He's beefy, bro. But dude, he's always throwing his weight around. But he's not gonna be able to do that shit against like Bradley Chubb, Christian Wilkins, Andrew Van Ginkel, dude, Javon Holland. Like, bro, he's not pulling none of that. So, but I think if we have as dominating of a match against the Bills as we did this past weekend, I'm calling it, dude, soup season. Like straight up, bro. Like it's soup season.
It'll be interesting. I think this might be Von Miller's first game. I would assume that they'll pull his plug on this one. So that'll be interesting. I think. I'm making a prediction, but he says he was ready week 1 and they were kind of like holding him back. I don't know if he played this weekend. Let me see. But we'll see, man. We'll see. It's a big test game.
Dude, that's I think it's still a 1 p.m. game though, right? It's definitely not prime time. I think Chiefs Jets might be prime time.
Dude, the Jets are so bad.
Dude, so bad. But dude, I feel for them, man. Like dude, I get it. And like I have friends who are Jets fans, and bro, I get it. Like as a Dolphins fan, we've just had like 2 decades of just like misery. And you're thinking that you finally got your star QB, bro, for the guy to get injured first play. Fuck, bro.
That's fucked.
Dude, like people talk about, like there's the joke that the NFL is scripted. That's been like a running joke since last season. And like the NFL's kind of run with it with like some marketing material. But dude, when I saw that and I'm like, dude, this shit might actually be scripted. like
Aaron Rodgers was in the woods doing ayahuasca while reading that script and being like, "This is fucked up."
I thought he was gonna come out at halftime. They were just gonna give him like I don't know liquid shrooms and like put him in like a dark room for like 20 minutes, and he was just gonna come out like tapered up on his leg, and it's just like, all right, baby, you're good to go.
Get out there.
But dude, did you see that? Apparently, and again, I just saw this on the X Files, Twitter.com. Dude, apparently, dolphin noises are soothing to him, which I think is ironic because I'm here thinking that like, oh, dude, you're gonna love it when the Dolphins bend over the Jets twice a season. Like that should be very, very very healing for you in that sense.
Just put a speaker on the side of his New York apartment with like the eek eek eek.
Oh, bro, but yeah, dude. Bills games is gonna go crazy. But all right, let's try to wrap up the Dolphins content because I know we definitely want to talk about Inter Miami. But yeah, man, dude. I'm psyched, bro. I don't know what are some other stats that I can throw out there for anyone listening. Oh, speaking of the Jets, fun stat alert. Um, the Miami Dolphins, I think the number was 736 yards total. Over 700, that's all I know. But that number, apparently, the amount of yards total that we put up on Sunday is more than the Jets have put up all season.
Probably by at least double or triple.
No, not that much. They all season they've put up like 600 yards. But I mean, dude, like if you think about it, a team has put up 600 yards in the span of 3 games, and we've already beat that by well over 100 yards in the span of 1 game. Like
RIP.
rookie mode. They're playing on rookie mode, dude.
So to conclude, Miami Dolphins championship parlay.
Parlay, dude.
I'm gonna line that up tonight and see what it comes down to.
Free money, but again, not financial advice. You know, if you hear this and you bet it, and for some odd reason it does not hit, not financial advice, guys.
We're lawyers.
We are.
All right, so Inter Miami, we're still in the playoff race. Got a couple games left. I think we're 4 points out of playoffs. That's not important. We tied this weekend. Messi didn't play, but the big game, the second championship trophy on the road to Team Messi Treble, hashtag Team Messi Treble, is the Open Cup final this Wednesday in Miami. That's some scripted stuff.
Let's go.
But yeah, 8:30 p.m. against Houston. And currently about $175, $200 a ticket on SeatGeek. Honestly, it's a great deal. I feel like a lot of people don't know this game is coming up unless you're like truly in the weeds of Inter Miami. So, I mean, it's a championship game you get to watch in Miami. These tickets probably should be like $300 to be honest, because seeing Messi lift the trophy in Miami is nuts. Like the last trophy that we won was in Nashville, and those tickets I think were going for like $1,000 at one point. So this game is winnable. I mean, I think people are maybe a little bit nervous with Messi being injured lately. He's been having like the scar tissue issues that have been coming up. So he's been kind of not playing and getting off the bench, and it's been sketchy. But I think all roads lead to this final match. Would be his second trophy in less than 20 games, which is hilarious. Like that's crazy numbers. So yeah, I don't know, Juan. I mean, putting you on the spot here. What is coming to your mind with Messi and what you've kind of seen happen to Miami with him joining and stuff like that, and where we're at?
Dude, it's never been better to be a fan of South Florida sports. And I mean, full disclosure to the listeners, John is our in-house football expert. I definitely, I'm much more interested in football, basketball. We got to talk about the Heat at some point. But yeah, bro, even then, I still love my soccer. I'm Latino, obviously. I'm a little bit biased because I am Colombian. So, not the biggest fan of Argentina. But I can appreciate greatness. Like, I don't care who you're playing for. Like, I can appreciate a generational talent. And, like, the guy's been a generational talent for probably as long as I've been alive. I mean, that guy's been playing, 2 decades, close to 2 decades? Just something outrageous.
Yeah.
Dude, and he's just been the guy for that long. So, when I started hearing, and I remember the rumors of Messi coming to Miami, because it always inevitably happens. Like, if the one thing that Miami is good at is like starting rumors that a star player is coming. Dude, I'm serious. Like every football offseason, like the second someone hits the free market, there's always like, oh, this player is interested in potentially going to the Dolphins. Like, so I take it with a grain of salt. Like anytime I see that happening, even when like Jalen Ramsey, when I started seeing the rumors like, oh, Ramsey to Miami, I'm like, all right, man, like I'll believe it when I see like the official confirmation. But until then, I'm not buying anything. So I started seeing that, and I'm like, bro, no way. Like, why? Like, why would you want to like come here? Like, you could go to any team in Europe, any of the can I call them like the Power Five leagues in
Yeah, yeah,
Europe?
yeah,
Is that
100%.
what? Yeah, like you could go to any of those teams. So I was like, there's no way this guy's coming here. So dude, so when he came, it was surreal. And I just feel like there's this paradigm shift that we're seeing here where Inter Miami, obviously, it's like the hottest team in the league right now. Well, obviously, the Dolphins are also the hottest team right now. The Miami Heat are coming off a sensational season as like the feistiest underdogs that made it all the way to the final. The Panthers, obviously, they're coming off an incredible playoff series run. So it's just never been a better time. And I think I almost want to say that Messi like embodies that. And when I found myself asking the question why he would want to come here, he probably felt that. He probably saw the shift and he saw Miami, something's brewing in there across the board. So if you're asking for my opinion, what I thought, I was in disbelief. And I mean, just seeing what the guy is doing, it's incredible, bro. And I love it. And again, I'm not gonna say I'm the biggest soccer fan, but again, I love what's going on. I fucking love Messi. Team Messi treble. That's what it is, right?
Team Messi treble.
Team
Hashtag
Messi
Team
treble.
Messi treble.
Yeah, dude. But you
Yeah.
mentioned he had an injury for anyone that.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's like 35, 36, and, he's just a life of playing soccer every day for years and years at the highest level and being so good. People are just kicking at you all the time. So, he's been super healthy considering, but things are just coming up. And, I'm sure he has things in his contract where, hey, if I don't feel like playing for literally whatever reason, come up with some story. I'm sure that's not the case. I think he's a dog. He wants to be playing 24/7, especially these like last years. Like as a soccer player, when you're balling, all you want to do is ball. I guess it's like any sport, right? Like you'll see it all the time. Like when big players are taking off the court, like, yo, I want to play. I'm killing it. Like
Yeah,
let me stat pad right now. So, I think it's something did come up and happen. But kind of going back to your point about him coming here, like and how like the narrative's kind of changing in America. It's like the World Cup's coming here in 2026. Messi's here. Like the country is just picking soccer up higher and higher. And the
yeah,
team's solid. Like in the last World Cup, they did good. I think they exceeded expectations. People might have had them on a higher standard, but like they accomplished a lot. They made it out of the group stage. That in itself is honestly impressive. That tie against England. So soccer here is on the rise, and Messi coming here only elevates that. Miami's on the rise. Messi coming here is only elevates that. It's just, yeah, I mean, we'll keep gloating over it in every episode probably, but just the steps that Miami is taking as far as sports and just like a city at large. I tell everyone like this is just like the Renaissance city
dude.
of
Yeah,
modern day right now. And you see it in sports, you see it in the population shift here, you see it in the development here. Like the new Miami stadium is gonna be beautiful. And yeah, it's just an awesome time to be a Miami sports fan. It's heaven. It's
dude.
heaven.
It really is, man. I mean, obviously, you being originally from New York, I feel like that's an interesting question that people would be interested to know. There's obviously a passionate culture of sports in the Northeast in general. Obviously, there you have all of New England, you have Boston sports. New York has a crazy rich history in sports. Yankees, the Knicks, the Nets, the Giants, the Jets, like, whatever anyone can say about any of these franchises, whether they're good, whether they're bad, the one thing you can't deny is that they're historic. So I guess
Yep.
you coming now to South Florida, being in an area that had all this rich history, like kind of seeing this, it's like how does that make you like what are your takes on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome to be a part of. Like, I love being a part of things in the beginning. So, like, I was lucky enough to be. I went to Alabama when we won like 3 national championships, and it's like they had a history before as well. But like being a part of like the history really get made is like super super special, especially as like a real sports fan. Like, if you really like love sports and like you can love sports in so many different ways, but as a fan, you want your team to win. That's like the common denominator. So like being a part of these moments where the teams are starting to win and put together championships, and like it's great because that's where the real history kind of like builds from. So yeah, it's a special time to get involved and get on board. It's awesome. It's great. It's nice to be able to be a part of history. It's for example, right? Like I'm a Cowboys fan. I was raised a Cowboys fan for my family. but I didn't get to experience any championships. Like they got them, and so I get like, I'm
Yeah.
on it. But like in my lifetime, I'd not gotten to experience that, so it'd be great to have that. And I have friends that are Eagles fans that they got their first Super Bowl, and like they're and so it's you want to be a part of those moments because that makes you even closer to it. So they're coming. I mean, with Inter Miami, for example, like everyone now has a trophy with Inter Miami, the first ever trophy, which was the Leagues Cup. They might have a second one this Wednesday. I think they will because Team Messi treble. So it's like you're just building and being a part of these moments, and it's epic. It just brings happiness. That's sports. Like it just has that ability to bring genuine joy. So yeah, it's lit. That's how I feel. It's lit.
Dude, I get that, man. Like, sports bring such genuine joy. At the same time, they can bring so much pain. But I think it's like kind of how I was saying about the Dolphins. It's like the best we can do right now. Obviously, we don't know how the future is going to play out, but the best we can do is just like soak it in, enjoy the moments. And obviously, Sports Spectator, we're going to keep bringing all the great takes, all the picks, all the highlights of everything going on. Anyways, quick plug in to us, I guess. But yeah, man. I mean, what do you think? Do you have any predictions, any picks for the Inter Miami game? Any like free money hashtag not financial advice that we can tell anyone listening?
I don't have. I'm on the spot right now, so I'm gonna try my best. I mean, I feel good that both teams will score. I don't know. I even feel kind of sketchy about that, but definitely over 2 goals. It'll probably be like a 2.5 goal over. I would assume maybe, but more than 2 goals if you can get it at 1.5 or 2. I would say I would go over 2 goals scored for Inter Miami if you can find that one. I feel good about that. And then as far as the final score, if I have to give up my pregame prediction, I'm gonna go what we just smoke him. I think Messi comes back. Yeah, I'm just like immediately just go into like turn up mode. I'm going 4-0-4-1. I think Messi comes back just like balling, and he's like, give me this trophy in Miami. Like, yeah, statement win, 2 trophies. Let's go, Dale. Let's go,
dude. Let's go. All right, guys. Well, you heard it here. That is your free money pick. Again, not financial advice. But no, I'm feeling good, dude. Like, you can just feel it. Like, I sense it in, like, my liver. Last night. Nah, dude, it's good, man. I mean, bro, no, it's incredible. Like I said, never been a better time to be a Miami fan. Again, you're rooting for Messi. You're rooting for Tua. Again, I still can't believe it that I'm just surrounded by all of this because it was only a couple years back when Miami sports were just atrocious. We've lived through some pains. And
speaking of, gotta give a quick plug to the Marlins. 1 game out of wild card playoffs right now. It's a crazy race, and the crazy stat we saw before this was the Marlins haven't been above 500 since 2009.
2009?
That is nuts. That is nuts.
Dude, I was still
they're in it. They're in it.
Holy cow.
So no matter what, even if they don't make the playoffs, it's still a positive season.
Yeah, it's still historic. Holy shit, dude. I mean, I feel like I've always said the best thing the Marlins have going for them at this moment is the stadium. The stadium's nice as hell.
I love going to Marlins games.
Yeah, dude. I love going to Marlins games. It's an incredible venue. So it is for the longest time it's been sad going to it, and it's just like there's just so much room in the stadium, and I feel like it never gets used because people don't buy enough tickets to the game. So I remember the couple of times that I've been going, it has been getting progressively more filled up. And again, that's like, call it whatever you want to call it, the Messi effect, the Tua effect, whatever it is. Again, we're seeing that shift in just Miami sports becoming like Miami in general becoming a sports town.
Yeah.
But dude, Marlins, holy shit. You said the stat was they haven't been above 500 since 2009?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? And on the flip side, there's another crazy stat where it was like, I'm not going to remember it. I'm not going to try and say it, but I will say this. Selfishly, I actually do kind of enjoy empty baseball stadiums. I love the vibe of just laying back, having a beer, put your feet up on the chair, like just do whatever you want to do. Like I really like that. But I think as this wild card race goes, like into October, I think the stadium should fill up. I'm going to try and go to a game. I mean, especially if we're in the race, like it should be. It's fun. Like that. This is when baseball is fun. when the
Yeah.
playoffs are on the line, whether you're in the playoffs. So, yeah, I'm gonna take a look at the schedule and see what I see.
Dude, let's go. Sports Spectator takes an outing to a Marlins game, dude. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, no, I love it. I love it. I mean, well, what are some other storylines out there? I mean, we also got to give a plug to Spolstra, who obviously he was at the game yesterday. Game respects game. Spolstra respects McDaniel. That's just a fact.
Wait, who is this?
Eric Spolstra, head coach for the Miami Heat.
Oh, gotcha.
But he was at the game yesterday. They showed him on the big screen. He had his nice little box
Legend.
there, living the dream. As I was saying, game respects game. His coaching game respects McDaniel's game.
Dude, for real.
But giving a plug, talking about Miami Heat a little bit, shifting gears here. I think officially the Heat season starts in a month from now, but pretty much what has been dominating the media with the Miami Heat has been this Damian Lillard trade, where I swear to God, every time I log into Twitter, there's just like a completely different news. Bro, I get in today now. People are talking about how he's going to go to the fucking Raptors.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude. Like my coworker from Toronto, he texts me and he says Lillard to the Raptors, and I'm thinking that's like the official confirmation. Like, oh, dude, like, did I miss this? Like, is it official? And I was like, bro, like, shut the fuck up. Like, there's no way he's gonna go to the Raptors.
Wow.
Dude, and it's just stressing me the hell out because I love the Heat, and with the same squad, I'm sure we'll make it to the playoffs. But it's like, dude, like Jimmy, Bam, like they need help. Like they need that third guy, dude. And if we get Dame, when we get Damian Lillard, like that's it, dude. It's natty, and we could genuinely be the first sports town, or maybe this has happened in the past before. I'm not going to go back and check the history, but imagine like winning the Super Bowl in February, then immediately in the summer, winning an NBA championship, all within, the same year.
Yeah, those are like historic. Like those are like the big cities have done that. Like LA,
Yeah.
I think maybe Boston. Dude, Boston had a crazy year. It was like they won the World Series, they won Super Bowl, and they won Stanley or something. Like unreal,
Bro,
unreal.
that
Dude,
would
but the Raptors need help too. They might need Dame more, but that would suck. He'd be upset. He would be
I
upset.
mean, and they would not be a contender because they don't have any talent around them. And the only thing that makes me feel better is the one consistent narrative that I keep seeing across social media is that Damian Lillard wants to go to the Heat. Like that
Yeah.
is his team. And to my understanding, he's made it very, very public that if he goes anywhere else, like he's going to cause issues. Like he wants to come here.
I'm going to fuck shit up.
Yeah, dude. Like literally. Bro,
I love how a team would like hear him say something like that and be like, "Ooh, I want him. I want to get him on my team. See how much he fucks up."
like if a guy is saying, that's like if we said, "Oh, I don't want to work at that office," but that office is like, "Yo, make him an offer so he comes work." It's like, I'm telling you, I don't want to go there. It's like, why would you want this guy here?
True. Facts.
Like-
Facts.
Make it better for everyone and just send Dame to the Heat already, bro.
I feel like it's just got to be and I feel like this is like guaranteed this happens where like a team will put out rumors to help leverage their dealing.
Dude, could be, man. It's off season. Like at the end of the day, all of these franchises, like they're businesses, man. So like they have their little tactics, and like definitely social media, Twitter, all of that. Like I'm sure there's a strategy that they use to kind of build a certain narrative.
They've got their Russian bots.
Yeah, they're Russian bots in there. They got all their burner accounts.
Dude, CIA analysis of Russian bot accounts, 25% Toronto Raptor accounts fans. That would be actually kind of funny.
Straight up, bro. Dude, I would be so upset. But you know what, man? I thought about it, and when I started seeing that rumor that like, oh, it's secret team, the Raptors might come and get Damian Lillard, I was like, I would obviously be upset. But dude, I would prefer him to go there instead of a team like the Celtics or the Bucks or like the Sixers, the teams that I personally hate the most. I I could sleep at night if he went to Toronto. Not if he went to like a contender. Like Toronto's not a contender with Dame. They're not going to be a contender.
Agreed. Yeah, Toronto sucks.
Yeah, dude.
Shout out to
Great
Drake.
city. I do genuinely like Toronto as a city to visit. Hate the Raptors though. The Craptors, as I like to call them. But yeah, man. Heat season. I mean, we definitely got to go a game there. Kaseya Center. Rest in peace, American Airlines Arena.
And
Super lit.
FTX.
Yeah, dude. We got a lot of contenders on that team. Obviously, Butler, Bam, Tyler Hero. Hopefully, if he doesn't get traded away, Nikola Jovic, who made a splash in the FIBA World Cup. Him and his squad took it all the way to the finals, and unfortunately lost to, I think it was Germany that won it all.
Germany won it all with Schroeder?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Dude, crazy. So obviously we'll talk a lot more Miami Heat once the season starts. For anyone who doesn't know me, nothing gets my blood boiling more than Heat basketball because they're very frustrating, but they can be very good at times. So we will talk about all of that in the future.
All right, man.
Yeah, man.
Let's maybe close it out. I mean, I just want to say there's actually only 6 games left in the Marlins season. Last game is against the Pirates on Sunday in Pittsburgh. The last home game was yesterday. So we're not going to a Marlins game.
Okay.
But yeah, 6 games left. We're 1 game out of playoffs. Turn up. Start watching some Marlins games to close it out. It should be good.
Go Fish, baby. I love it.
Go Fish.
All right, man. Well, I feel like we covered everything, bro. So yeah, guys, first episode. We hope that if you made it this far, you enjoyed the content. Again, follow us at the Sport Spectator. That's 1S. It's not plural. On Instagram, we put out the best picks, the best takes. Yeah, obviously, if you're local, if you're from Miami, you want to get your takes from other locals that live in Miami. So be sure to check us out.
Dale.
All right. Dale, baby.